I love ondansetron. I want to marry it. For tax purposes. Pause here for title card. I don't know if I know enough about horror movies to make this video, but I don't really want to watch anymore, so I apologize in advance if I am way off base. I'm a wimp when it comes to horror. To date, the only horror I've seen is Get Out, a couple episodes of Doctor Who, Stargate Atlantis, and the most recent first It movie. Is that really the best way to say that? I mean this one. And most recently, I've seen the original Pet Sematary movie. And I can't get the grotesque portrayal of Zelda out of my head. Literally, I had nightmares last night about it. So Zelda...
My sister, Zelda.
I know, she died. Spinal meningitis.
She was in the back bedroom like a dirty secret.
Spinal meningitis is an inflammation of the spinal cord and brain caused by an infection, either viral, bacterial, parasitic, or fungal. Ignoring how most cases are fatal within a matter of days, Pet Sematary seems to suggest that having spinal meningitis is what drove Zelda mad. It's an extremely voyeuristic approach to chronic illness and disability, where it's not the disabled person being portrayed as a person, but disability is being co-opted as a tragic villain origin story. Except it's not tragic. Tragedy requires sympathy, but the sympathy is for Rachel, who as a young child was left to take care of her deformed, monstrous sister. We feel sorry for Rachel, who wanted her sister to die because of the pressure that was put on her. Zelda, on the other hand, doesn't receive any sympathy. In fact, Zelda is one of the first image results that appears when you Google spinal meningitis. She is literally a whole section. It's an implicit assumption that if you're searching for spinal meningitis, then you must be searching for the monster from Pet Sematary. And would Google be wrong? Is this where people have first heard about spinal meningitis? Looking up other characters with spinal meningitis, I found Bupkis. So sorry, everyone dealing with meningitis. This is your representation. A vindictive, insane murderer. Do you feel seen yet? But it's not just this one character. Disability and physical deformity is often used as a villain origin story. The Phantom of the Opera had a deformed face, and years of solitude drove him mad. Then Love Never Dies appears, and we're supposed to forget everything he did in the last movie and sympathize with him. When Raoul and Phantom are arguing, all Raoul can think to say is, "But you're ugly." That's your best comeback, Raoul? Really? Then Phantom writes Bathing Beauties on the Beach. Bathing beauty on the beach. So maybe we should be less sympathetic to him, actually. But back on track. Just look at comic book villains such as Joker, Harley Quinn, the Lizard, Abomination, Mystique. Does she count as a villain? MODOK, Venom, Cheetah, Poison Ivy, Bizarro, Solomon Grundy, etc., etc. Hell, there are too many. The only time when the hero is made to look deformed is as a way to subvert this very trope. The Witches remake went out of its way to give the witches a limb difference as a sign of their wickedness and evilness. How often do we see heroes with limb differences? How often do we see heroes that look like Zelda? The only other character I can remember with a protruding spine and twisted neck is Jason from X-Men 2. Heroes who are in wheelchairs are hot. Villains in wheelchairs are deformed. We need to move beyond the Victorian mindset that physical appearance is connected to moral goodness. So, why does this matter to me? Well, the way Zelda is portrayed as a dirty little family secret in the back room is kind of how I feel. JK, I'm in the front room. When my family went on vacation to see my grandmother, I needed a lot of help. I needed help getting in and out of the car at rest stops. I needed help using the restroom. I needed help getting food and getting out of bed. I needed help putting my seatbelt on. And after a weekend of my sisters helping me on the ride home, they told my sibling, that's my main caretaker, that they don't want me to come on vacation with them again because I require too much care. And that hurts like a motherfucker. I'm just too much work to have around. I'm used to my conservative Trump supporting family rejecting me for my leftist trans self. But this was different. I was just too disabled for my family. So that's why this matters. Disability is portrayed as evil, a deformity, a burden. Those poor, put upon caretakers who are just stuck waiting for their charges to die so they can go back and live their lives again. The disabled people have no lives. They're just stuck in the room with no life. It doesn't appreciate the rich life that disabled people can live. Instead, we're just monsters and burdens. God, when will we just fucking die, right? Well, I was stuck in bed, you were stuck in here with me, but now you may go and live your lives. Go, be cute, be gay, do crime. Bye! I keep telling them dinner's not for another hour. Guys, dinner's at 9. You're such babies.